All right, so this morning, Laura and I were driving home from the gym. It was around 4:40 a.m. and we noticed this dude laying face down, just knocked, just completely out. We didn't know if he was alive or what, but he was laying down at the edge of the bike lane on a major street that has a lot of traffic. It's a multi-lane road that kind of like 50 miles an hour. And this dude is laying face down. It's pitch black outside because it's 4:40 in the morning. So we drive by him, and then Laura looked at me and we looked at each other like, hey, is that dude down? And I'm like, oh my goodness. So we're driving just past him, and then we decided, hey, we need to turn around and see if he's okay. So we turned around, hit the UE, came back around, rolled the window down, and we're like, hey, you okay? Hey, you good? And then he ended up like startled, just freaked out. He's like, oh my God, I'm so exhausted. And we're like, are you good? He's like, oh, can I get a ride down the street? And we're like, nah, because I don't know this guy. I don't know what his story is or his situation or whatever. But he's like, oh, can I get $1? I was like, nah, I don't have any cash, but I need you to get off the street. I wanted to make sure you were still alive and okay. Are you good? He goes, yeah, I'm good. And we ended up having him get off of the street, go to the sidewalk. I mean, hopefully he stayed off the street, but basically the reason I'm saying this is it's important to be a good human being. And it's too easy to drive by. We could have drove by and acted like we didn't see this man, but we saw this man laying face down. We didn't know if he was dead. We didn't know if he was unresponsive. We don't know. And I think it doesn't matter if you work in healthcare. It doesn't matter if you work in law enforcement. It doesn't matter. I think situations like this, like just be ready to help somebody. We didn't have to do any CPR. We didn't have to call 911, but we were prepared to. And Laura was like, if I had to call my job and because I had to drop her off to work, right after we went home and she got ready, basically she was like, I'm ready to, call my job and let them know that I had to help somebody. And that's the biggest thing, is to be a good human being and help people when they're in need, and just be prepared to. I know it can be inconvenient. It's easy to say that to ourselves. Oh, that's inconvenient, or somebody else is going to do it, but you just don't know that. So be the person that you would want somebody to be if you were found down, or if something was going wrong, or you had a heart attack, or you had a stroke, or whatever the situation is. So always be prepared, help somebody in need, and just be a good human being. It'll come back around when you need it. You know what I'm saying?